welcome to our latest video, and in this video what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to drill a hole in a glass tank. It's one of the questions that we get asked quite frequently, especially seeing as how on our social media at the moment we're building a little system using glass tanks and tank connectors and various speed bits and pieces. So that's all we can do, and we'll help you cover the topic. Right, the first thing you're going to need to do, you're going to need a few tools. It's very important. You are going to need the most important piece, or the second most important piece in this case, is the diamond tipped cutter that you're going to need to make your hole. You are then going to need a drill of some sort, whether it be a battery drill or a mains powered drill. As long as you can get it onto a relatively slow speed, and it isn't on hammer of course, because that will end quite disastrously quite quickly as well. So there you go. So this one we put it on low speed, and you are going to need to be careful how you do it, but you'll have to feel it as you're going along. There are probably a lot of different ways to go about this, but the way that we've found the best is to use either a piece of board, whether it be this sort of type of plastic, whether it be a piece of hardboard, a piece of ply, whatever it is you're going to use, and drill a hole using a hole cutter. The same size or just slightly larger than your diamond drill bit's going to be, and I'll show you why we found it to be so much easier than what we want. So you get your piece of board like this, and what you would do, for instance, you'd roughly work out what you want size wise. So we'd say we want to cut a piece that's going to be for here. Obviously be careful not to break anything, cut anything, depending on what your skills levels are. So you want a piece to go in there. Put it onto where you're going to need it. Mark out roughly where you're going to need to cut your hole. And we recommend that you do this on a workbench, but just for ease, we'll do it on here so you can see what that's doing. Cut yourself a nice hole, like so. And you put it over where you're going to want your cutting to take place. Yeah, the ideal thing to do if you want to fix this down with some tape, whether it be sellotape, electrical tape, however you want to do it, duct tape, it's just to hold it nice and secure there. What you also want to do at this stage, you want to make sure you can provide water. The ideal thing would be to put a little piece of pipe here, either siphoning out of a bucket, or if you've got a hose, a tiny little trickle to lubricate the cutting wheel as it goes. There's two reasons for this. One is to stop the glass overheating as you're cutting it, and the second one is that it helps carry away any debris from the area where you're cutting. Just give it a nice clean cut all the time. So basically it's the same as drilling anything. Put your cutter into the drill. Put it onto your low speed. Make sure it's not on hammer. And then get it on here. Get the water flowing on there, and then you're away. Just show you. You're going to be about a little tiny bit faster than this. But it's so noisy I won't do it. And then what you'll end up doing is cutting a nice hole. I'll just take this off because we've half cut through this to show you what it's going to look like. So this is a hole that's cut halfway through. So you continue with that nice and gently. Do not press down on it hard or anything like that. Just let the weight of the drill just gently carry it through. And it'll cut through, and you'll end up cutting a little glass disc like this out, and you'll have a lovely hole, which should be nice and smooth on the edges because it's been diamond cut. So this is all nice and smooth here. And it's ready to be done. Just clean it up, and then you can pop in your tank connector or whatever it is that else you're going to use. You can fit in there and you're away.